welcome to a W3CSS Paragraphs demo. I am Alaa Haddad, the developer for the W3CSS Theme and the W3CSS Paragraphs. If you want to build along with me, you will need the following. Drupal 9 or 10 site installed, the W3CSS Theme, the W3CSS Paragraphs module, the Paragraphs module, the Entity Reference Revisions module, the Field Group module. I have on my local a Drupal 10 site installed. I don't have any customization or anything. I have just some dummy content on the side for the paragraph demo. I downloaded the theme on my local, and I downloaded all the required modules on my local 2, 3, 4. This demo is going to be for the W3CSS Paragraph 3D Carousel image or text. I'm opening the demo now on the side I have. So this is what we are going to build. Something like that, or the text, something like that. To start the demo, I'm going to click on Appearance, and then I'm going to activate the W3CSS theme. And after that, I'm going to enable the module. I guess the modules I need. I am going to activate this one, and it should ask me to activate all the required necessary modules needed for this demo. After activating the modules, we will be adding a new content type for our demo. Once we get, let's add the content type and pick a name and save. And I don't want the body field. I'm deleting the body field, and I'm adding a paragraph field. That's the one we are going to use for the demo. And save, click, and I'm excluding this because it's a shared bundle. You don't want to add it. Click. Now, since we add the content, let's go content, add content. We are going to add a 3D carousel. Let's add a title. Whenever you add a content or a paragraph bundle, you will always see content and display. Content, you enter the content. The display, control or manipulate or customize the output for this content. Any content you enter, I look at it or I see it as a box you try to create. So any box, just from when we create here, it's like a box. So you can have a background and a text inside the box, and you can change. If you want to change the background, if you want to change the text color, if you want to add padding or borders or margin to this box, or you want to have rounded corners. This is the display, and it has some of the features here. We talked about the background, the width, the padding, the text color, hover. Most of the features have hover with it, and some of the features or the fields are belonging to only this bundle. So you're not gonna see it in any other bundles or paragraph. And some of it, like the play and stuff, which is like here, the speed of the carousel or the slideshow, how often, and the height. So on a big screen, how much you want height, and small screen, anything below 992 pixels, as you see here. Title over image. This feature only active when you have an image and you added a title and you want to have something like that. So this is the feature we have here. So for this one, I'm going back to click on content, and let's just create. I'm not activating anything on display yet. I will just leave it as a default, and I'm just going to add an image, several images, because you need to have several images for this bundle. At least add it so you can see the 3D, and add image. I'm using the media module for the image. I think that should be enough images. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because if you look to the demo, it has at least about 15 or 12. So that should be enough. I'm just gonna click save. Here is an error. You see, in this demo, there is a field must be filled, which is the height for the slideshow. Since it's 3D, the height must be applied. So if I click save, now I should see this is the default, nothing added or customized, just straight out of the box. If I click pause, it will pause, and this is the slideshow, the 3D. If I go edit, and let's change the width, there are certain things you really want to do here, and maybe this one it's 500, and for a small screen let's do it 300, and then click save. And this is the width. I changed the width, so if I scroll, this is a small screen. Here's the change happen, and as you see here, that's the carousel, and this is similar to what we have here, except this one has a title over image. So if I go back and click edit, and how many images? 6 images. I can add a title to this image, and that's what you see here. If you have, so I added the title, you need to activate title over image, and you click save, and you should see here's the title. It's exactly as what I have something here. I have also some customization applied to the children. So here, as we said, we have the parent, and it's a big box, has some mini boxes or sub boxes inside it. So if you click edit and you go, and if you want to update or customize one of the children, you add borders or something, you want to go inside the display and you just customize what you want from here. If you want to have a background, or usually it's rounded corners and maybe padding or something like that. Let's see what's gonna happen. This is what it is. See it, so that's the padding. Here is it was added. I added only to the first child. If I go back, let's update this one. So I will go inside the display, and I don't want any padding. You can add, change the width or add borders. Let's add some borders like 6 pixel, and I want the color to be gray. I want to see what's happening. That's what I have on the demo side, something like that, and it should. And that's the idea here. You see here is, so that's the images I have. That's it's good to mention that I have by default, I'm not stretching any of the images, so I have it max with 100%. I want to go back and click save. Here the images are not going to be stretched. It's according to the width the one you are using is going to be. I'm not stretching it to 100%. It's max width. I'm not saying width here for this one, which is, that's what I want here. If you want to stretch, you have to change it to 100%, but I'm not doing that. Just so we're not really using the images, you could update it or something like that. It's the same thing if you try, let's add a symbol. I just want to say, because it's the same thing if you try to add a text. I'm going to get some text and apply it, make it one of the slideshow, and if I click save, I will see here's the text. Here's the text. Of course, when you have a text like this, you want to add a background color so it's not transparent. So if I go here, I could add a background and do the text color like gray. Let's save, and here's the text with the background. As you see, and also you can add padding or customize that. So here you want to make sure when you add the customization, you want to make sure the display for the parent or the children. One thing here is good to mention, this stage, it's narrow, and that's because I'm using the default theme in Drupal. If I go to appearance, I prefer another theme when I use nested paragraph. So this is the theme I use, Gen, and if I click install and then I'm not changing the main theme, I'm changing the admin theme, and click save and setting. I'm just updating the setting to use the default or the old horizontal. And if I go to the content, here's the content, here's the main theme as is, but if I click edit, I have totally different stage. You could play with it here, but it's very useful to have a wide stage when you have nested paragraph, especially this is two. Sometimes maybe you have a layout, and inside the layout you have another paragraph, and this paragraph has another paragraph, so it's nested paragraph. You can see the stage here, it's wider. This is more just done on a demo side. I don't want to go further for this one, but you can print. One thing to mention here, if I click save, it's good to know that you can have several slideshows. So if I click here and I want to say duplicate, I duplicated the second one, and if I go save, here is I have two slideshow, and each one I can customize it different. So this one, if I click here and I go to the first one, I want to change the speed of this one to play like every 3 seconds. So you will see each one plays on separate time. This one should move, and the second one after 2 seconds move. So they're both are kind of separate now. And as I said, you could customize each one any way you like it. I think that's demonstrate, and I hope help you to create and enjoy the W3 3D Carousel paragraph bundle. And thank you for watching.